Hello, Danse. This is Kendal Netmaker. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today, I wanted to come online and to talk about a topic that I really feel is important right now. One of the things that I really believe is really impacting our mindset as human beings right now is the fast pace life that we're living in with especially with technology. All of us, we have devices, we have laptops, tablets, phones, and so on. And oftentimes we're staring at that screen for hours upon hours during a day, whether for work or for our personal enjoyment. One thing that's been lacking throughout the advancement of technology is being able to sit beside another human being and to have a conversation without looking at that device. As amazing as our technology has been helping us, I really feel that it also has hurt our mindset as humans. It hurts us our growth and our ability to build relationships with those around us. And we rely with our fingers to speak for us now. It's not our voice. Our voice allows us to share our feelings, our expressions, to help each other, and so on. And if we can't do that through our voice and we do that through the keyboards and so on, it's going to be very difficult to express how we feel oftentimes. And so I encourage whoever is going to be listening to this or watching this online is to do your best to have more meaningful conversations with those around you, especially if you find yourself scrolling around your loved ones, which we're all guilty of. Try to condition your mind to think in that moment, I should put my phone down. I should talk to my children, my partner, my parents, my friends, and so on. Those conversations are going to help you much more than that device will. So I wanted to start off with that because I really think that's one of the main things right now holding us back in our healing as human beings. We have to express ourselves. Oftentimes, I can tell you from experience, when you start to help yourself, when you start to work on yourself, when you start to, for example, maybe you graduate high school, you go into college, university, maybe you start a business, maybe you start another career path, and so on. This is an opportune time to look at those people who are around you that you're surrounding yourself with. The reason I say this is because this is a time to make it a priority to look at those around you and ask yourself, do the people around me right now, as I'm advancing, I'm having this amazing news today, do the people around me truly want the best for me? This is a important inner conversation we need to have with ourselves, because if you find yourself wondering, well, do they want the best for me? Do my friends want the best for me? Do my family members want the best for me? Are the people who I hang out with on the evenings and the weekends, do they really want the best for me? If I went to another level overnight or the next year and so on, are they really going to be happy for me? These are questions you have to ask yourself. Because the further that you go, you have to be more aware of who's around you. Because who's going to be around you is going to who's going to affect your habits, who's going to affect your mindset, how positive you are. Because the further that you go, each step that you take upon that ladder, we'll call it, you're going to need a strong support team around you. You're going to need people around you who want the best for you. And if you're around people who are negative, who are toxic, and so on, and you're trying to advance yourself, you're going to have a very difficult time getting there because those people around you unknowingly will impact how you think, how you talk, how you treat other people. And in turn, that's going to reflect into your workplace, your business, and so on. So it's important that you have a solid team around you of people. And oftentimes that circle is going to get very small at each step that you take because not all of your friends, your colleagues are going to be able to make those same steps with you. And sometimes There's going to be people that will come into your life that will help you only for a season, because that's a part of their path to be in your life, to help you through that season. We can't always take everyone with us. We can't always walk the same path as our friends, our family members, the strangers around us, our team members. What matters is that you look into you and your gifts and you work on them. You take the opportunities that come to you, that have been given to you. It's important that you watch those people around you, because one of the most difficult things for human beings is the inner dialogue. So, how we talk to ourselves in our mind. Oftentimes, many people are very negative to themselves. We are our own worst critic, as people would say. And so, when something good or bad happens, we tend to be the one to 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 cause more harm to ourselves. And that comes from social conditioning. That comes from people around us and what we've learned along the years. And oftentimes, it can be very negative. And so it's important to have those right people around you so that you can condition your mind to talk nice about yourself, so that you can be more kind to yourself, more forgiving to yourself, and so that you can help yourself to grow into that next step of life that you are meant to grow into. Another thing I want to share with you is oftentimes in a life of chaos, many of us go through chaotic weeks or months at a time. And during those times, it can be very difficult to watch our daily habits that are starting to build upon our life. For example, our breathing patterns. People tend to be who are more stressed tend to have more shallow breathing. And so over time, when you're breathing shallow, that creates inner stress in your body. Your posture becomes more stressed. You you speak in a more faster tone, sharper tone. And so you have to watch and check yourself and remember. I always write down on a piece of paper or on my notes about little things that I have to watch for, like my breath. I have to make sure that I'm able to control that breath, because if I can control that breath, I can control how I live out in the world and so on, not the world running me. So something simple like that, where when times are tough, when things are having a hard time, when you're having a hard time with life, watch your breathing pattern. And if life is getting really stressful, this is what I encourage people to do, is to move your body. Our bodies were designed to move. Something as simple as going for a walk will do wonders for a human being who's struggling, who's having a difficult time. Make it a priority to go for a daily stroll if you can. I don't know about you, but I've had my greatest ideas come to me during times when I was walking. Just be walking about, and all of a sudden, boom, an amazing idea would come. Or maybe I should call this person. Maybe I should talk to this person, reach out to this person. And a lot of cool things come from that. It's when our bodies are moving where our mind tends to follow in a more positive way. Our mind needs that physical activity to move about each day, to do something, to have something to look forward to. Another thing I want to share with you is one of the good things about technology is it allows us to look online at things like YouTube, podcasts. From my experience, I've been able to find people online that watch their YouTube videos, listen to their podcasts, and hopefully this podcast is helping you. And as I've been listening to them for almost 10 years now, I've made that a priority. I've watched my own mindset become more optimistic, more positive. My wife has watched that over time too. And the people around me have watched that over time. And so I encourage you, if you're having a very difficult time, you're going through a struggling time in your life, which we all go through. No one's exempt from that. We all go through obstacles. We all go through problems that are designed to help us in the long run. But during those times, it can be very challenging. And I encourage you to take it upon yourself. Instead of listening to music or watching a depressing video series online, Listen to a podcast. That's positive. That's uplifting. Listen to an audio program, an audiobook. Watch a YouTube video. Do things that are going to enrich your mindset, that are going to help you for the long term. When I started doing this in 2014, I watched my mindset shift big time, especially the first year, because I was listening to almost every single day, every coffee break, every lunch break. Anytime I was traveling in the vehicle, I'd put it in my on my phone, I'd plug it in. And I watched my mindset change really quickly. And if it did that for me, I imagine how it helps other people. And then I would sit with other leaders throughout the country in the same room. I noticed that their habits were very similar. A lot of them made it a priority to move about each day. A lot of them had goals, that's something that they can look forward to, especially during when times were tough for them. They'd have these goals that they would look forward to every day. A lot of them listened to audio programs, advanced themselves. They'd go to lectures, to workshops in the evenings, the weekends, and they travel places to learn from people. And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I should look into this. And I've made it a priority, a part of my life to go and learn from people, to be a sponge, to go and learn from as many people as I can in a positive way. And I would take tools and tips and strategies and I would apply them to my life. And then in turn, I'd go and help people around me, my clients, my friends, my family members. And I would give them these tools and it would impact everyone in a positive way. What you do with your life, your career, and how you live yourself, your habits every day is going to impact your loved ones, whether you know it or not. And so, if you're someone who is continually working on yourself, if you're someone who's making it a priority to continually advance yourself, to learn, to have great habits, to do something simple as going for a walk each day, people are going to witness that. Maybe be your children, your loved ones, and so on. And unknowingly, you are going to have a positive impact on them, your habits every day. It's the same thing in our businesses, our companies. How a leader operates, how their daily routines, people are watching that. And so one person can positively impact a lot of people around them. My question for you right now, what type of impact are you leaving with the people around you unknowingly with the daily habits that you do every day? Are they helping the people around you or are they bringing down people around you? To add another layer to this goes to how we talk to each other. Are the words that you're using right now helping people in a positive way or are they bullying? Are they toxic? Are they gossiping? And so on. I encourage you, as elders used to tell me many, many times, watch how you talk to people. Watch how you talk to people because you don't know if that's going to be the last time you see someone. Wouldn't you want the words that you leave with someone to be positive so you don't have regrets? So I encourage you to when you see someone, a loved one, a family member, a team member, to leave them with something positive with every conversation that you can because you don't know if that conversation is going to help that person to see another day. So I wanted to come online to share with you some tools that will help you, the importance of positive self-talk and speaking to yourself in a positive way, making sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people along your journey, and understanding that there's going to be some people who will come into your life that are only meant to be there for a short time. And it's okay to not being able to bring everyone along your journey. The ones who are meant to be with you will be by your side throughout that time. Watch your breath work. Watch how you breathe because our daily posture is affected by our breathing. And so if you find yourself tense and you're stressed, it's as something as simple as monitoring your breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's what I do when I'm having a very difficult time. I'll do that many times. And immediately I start to feel better. I start to feel more in control of the moment. And so watch and if you can, do guided meditation, get into however you believe, pray, do things like that will help you along your journey. Listen to audio programs if you can. YouTube is free. Podcasts are free. I believe everyone should be listening as much as they can to things that are meaningful, that will educate you, to help you along your journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to come online to share that, and I hope it's been meaningful. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope each and every one of you continue on your journey in a positive way. And I hope that this podcast has been meaningful to you. If there's any questions, email me anytime through my website, kendalnetmaker.com. I'd be happy to help you, or any on my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'm all over there. So anytime, reach out anytime. I'm happy to help. But I encourage you that if this has been meaningful, let your friends know, let your family know about the tips that I've shared with you today. And most importantly, I hope that you can take something from today, apply it to your life, and the people around you start to notice a shift in how you operate every day. They start to see something that maybe you're more happy or more positive, you're more motivated, driven to help yourself in a positive way. And the people around you start to adopt similar habits because of what you did. You made a decision to help yourself. You made a decision to work on yourself in a positive way. And I wish nothing but the best for all of you. Thank you so much for listening today. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you on the next episode.
If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. To book Kendal to speak at a future event, please go to kendalnetmaker.com. Consider sharing the Kendal Netmaker Show with someone you feel needs to hear this message.